kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, score. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, score. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender and ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Running on first down, Eckler. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That's really cool. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal at the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Patriots 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And a Patriot.
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Austin Eckler.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. This is a counter play. Eckler, and good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by your pro, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
13-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of 18.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Trying pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now and then, open down the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it pushes way forward to about the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with White and finding room to work. He's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And they will run it with Michel. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A 19-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone. Yeah,
I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But Herbert, his third interception, picked up by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Patriot touchdown. Matt LaCosse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with that. Because 1-play drive, we throw an interception. People think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
His pass is intercepted for a 14-0. It's by the rookie Kyle Duggar, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 42-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, here's White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
King on the tackle.
From the 16, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Folk's kick is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
backs at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 25 on second down, Newton, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He was brought down by John Simon. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game.
And picked up by the Chargers.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
We got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, Herbert. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Chargers 14, Patriots 13.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Patriots.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Newton. He completes it right side away. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Chargers 47-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, New England.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Here's a quick throw right side. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time he hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off from Jason McCoy. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game, it's been offensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Patriots 19.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chargers 29, Patriots.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The ball away, and it falls incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete to Keene, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down. This is White on the screen. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Newton. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Flush to his right. And that'll be caught by the tight end, King. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Newton. bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And now a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Eckler. They find some open field here. And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they